Yep, you might be wondering how we ended up in this hotel with not a good view. Well, 15 hours later, we just woke up, and let's start at the beginning. Các bạn ơi, Phúc Mạo Day. Welcome to another road trip, mọi người ơi. Actually, this is the first time my brother-in-law has ever come to America, and I get the pleasure of not only picking him up, but taking him on more road trips. While he's here, we're gonna explore all over America, and this is just the start. But since we're going to Louisville to pick him up at the airport, I figure, why don't we check out some Vietnamese restaurants there that we've never been to before. Got my mother-in-law along for the ride, so let's go. Going from my brother-in-law's house, Western Kentucky, there are two airports that you generally fly into from Vietnam, either Nashville or Louisville, SDF. Now, personally, Nashville is cheaper with tickets, but Louisville is much less traffic around the airport. So if I'm picking somebody up, I prefer Louisville. I've flown into both, I've flown out of both, but luckily he got my brother-in-law, my other brother-in-law, to fly into Louisville. Tới rồi mọi người ơi. You got a restaurant, and then you have a Vietnamese and Asian grocery. Let's see what they have for food. Hey, how y'all doing? Oh, I'm good, I'm good. You still open, right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Two, please.
All right. Anyway, go on.
Okay. Mẹ muốn ngồi đâu? Ở đây hả? Okay.
Good.
Oh, thank you, thank you. You speak Vietnamese?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ở giờ đi vô nhà người Việt Nam.
Em đã sống ở Việt Nam hay là sinh ra ở đây?
Dạ em sẽ quay Nam.
Sinh ở Việt Nam á, quê hương ở đâu?
Dạ quê hương em ở thành phố Hồ Chí Minh.
À, ok, quận nào?
Ở quận nào? Ở quận Tân Phú.
À, Tân Phú hả? Dạ, Tân Bình á. Em tên gì vậy?
Dạ em tên Hào.
Hào.
Qua Mỹ em bị đổi lại nó thành Anh.
Ok, cũng được, cũng được. Qua Việt Nam cũng đổi tên, không sao. Đối với em là người Việt Nam.
Dạ.
Đây là nhà hàng Việt Nam. Đối với em, món ăn đặc biệt là cái gì? Cái gì là ngon nhất ở đây?
Dạ cơm sườn đặc biệt ạ.
À, cơm sườn đặc biệt. Có
Dạ.
phải là cơm tấm không?
Đúng rồi, cơm tấm.
À, cơm tấm luôn hả? Ok. Yeah, ok, cho anh một dĩa cơm sườn đặc biệt.
Vâng.
Mẹ anh như vậy.
Em có cái gì đâu, chỉ có món đó là ngon hả?
Không, coi như món là ngon mà.
Anh tự uống Huế nấu coi cái lết thôi.
Ok.
So one word you could say for this is like unassuming. It's just a very basic place, very relaxed, chill vibe. Obviously, if you're not Vietnamese, it's hard to know what you'd want to eat here, you know? A lot of Vietnamese or non-Vietnamese, they just go for phở or they try. Hey, chào anh, khỏe không? Hey, how are you? Nice to see you. Anh tên gì vậy?
Phúc.
Phúc, cũng là Phúc hả? Phúc mập, Phúc nhỏ. Nhỏ hơn. Hey, nice to meet you, em.
Welcome to London.
Cái ba lô lên.
So, yes, so anyways, if you're not Vietnamese, you come into a place like this, you know, they have the numbers, which is one of the things they do in America is they put numbers on all the items, so you don't have to try to pronounce it and butcher the name. You just say, I want 52 or whatever else. Hào ơi, do you guys have chả đá? You can do a chả đá and do just nước lọc thôi. Yeah, thank you, bro. This is one thing they do in Kentucky, is they put the grade for the cleanliness on here. A, obviously following grades in school is high, whereas I went to a movie theater here, and it's the only one I saw with a B, and I said, how can you do that in a movie theater? Like, you just have popcorn and hot dogs and things, but obviously they didn't maintain it, but it's good to see that this place is an A. On bút mẹ. Dạ, cảm ơn. Bu bò ghế của cô.
Thank you con.
Sạch tay luôn.
Được không?
Dạ không mà. Đủ rồi. Oh yeah. There we go. Alright. Mọi người ơi, bắt đầu nào.
Xin mời, xin mời.
Mời cả nhà. There we go. Alright mọi người, moment of truth. good flavor. I like that fish sauce. Not too salty. I'm sure with the B on here, the pork skin, it's going to be a little salty.
Nấu cũng ngon.
Here we have the chả. Look at that one. And this reminds me of a couple places by my house on Vietnam High. There are a couple places that have this basic setup like this. Obviously, nothing compares to cơm tấm Baguette when it comes to size and that unique flavor. But when it comes to cơm tấm in general, this is a good plate of cơm tấm. That comes in đặc biệt. I get the choice. It actually has shrimp with it too. I rarely see that with broken rice, if ever. I don't know. Shrimp is crispy. Very good. And one thing in Vietnam is a lot of places they don't take the shell off. They don't lay vỏ ra. But here in America, Vietnamese places in America, they take it off for you. So the mix of the fish sauce and the mix of the char grilled taste on the sung and the overall just combination of what they put on here, very good, very delicious. But now we were moving on. Có một chỗ khác đối diện, across the street mọi người. Đi chợ?
Chả đâu rồi.
À, chưa mẹ, sắp đóng cửa bên đó. Phải đi chỗ khác
Đi
trước.
đi, ok.
Sau đó sau đó đi chợ châu Á. The sun is setting. We have found another Vietnamese restaurant. This is called Vietnam Kitchen, the Vietnamese restaurant. Nếu mẹ no thì đừng ăn nữa. Sao? Phúc phải ăn về cây view. Phải có video lại phong phú đa dạng, you know, so có nhiều lựa chọn cho mọi người.
Ăn gì?
Dạ chưa biết cô. Đối với cô là món ăn đặc biệt là cái gì ở đây?
Ở đây thì
Nếu cô phải chọn một món cực kỳ ngon sẽ chọn món nào?
mình nhớ là chị
Bún tôm thịt nướng chả giò.
bún tôm thịt nướng chả giò, hay là ăn cái cơm sườn đặc biệt, hay là thì ăn bún mắm, bún riêu.
Ít kỳ ăn bún mắm hay là bún riêu ở Mỹ? Không biết như thế nào.
Có ăn ở Việt Nam rồi chưa?
Có nhiều lần rồi, nhưng mà ở Mỹ nó sợ thử. Cho con chơi lớn, bún riêu đi. Một tô nha. Cho con ăn bột chiên nha. Dạ, sau bún riêu bột chiên cho mẹ là chả giò đúng không? Không phải là gỏi cuốn.
No.
Nó chả giò,
Chả giò là khoai á.
Okay.
Chả giò chiên á, chả giò chiên á.
Yeah. You know, I want to give a little diversity here on the channel, and I don't think I've had bún riêu at a restaurant in America. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you've seen a video of me doing that, let me know down below. You know, after hundreds of videos, I start to forget what I ate and where, but I don't think I've had bún riêu in America. So instead of going with the safe bet, I want to try it out. But she said people from California will come over here and eat the bún mam and the bún riêu. So I'm gonna take her word for it, and we got a couple extra things, a little bột chiên, a little chả giò. Should be good, mọi người. Now that we know we're not going to a bunch of places after this, it's time to dig in. Got a couple appetizers. Here we have chả giò chiên. Look at that, mọi người ơi. Very good. Almost crispier than what I'm used to. I like that. And I read in a lot of reviews, people were recommending these. You know, they said the rolls here were on another level, so I think they were onto something. Yeah, come on, Joel.
Okay.
So here we have bột chiên, another dish that I don't normally get in America. In fact, I don't normally see it on the menus. This is a popular street snack in Saigon. In fact, I have a couple places by my house on Pham Văn Hai that I will stop at. Coming home late night, I mean, it can be up to like 2 in the morning, and there'll be people out here slinging bột chiên. I love this dish, okay? Bột being like the flour, and the chiên meaning fried, but what they do is they cook it with eggs as well. And then they will put like noodle usually. It looks like they have pickled vegetables here, so maybe it's daikons. There we go. Crispy on the outside, giòn ở ngoài, but still mềm on the inside, a little soft in there. Really good. Mẹ ăn thử không? One thing I will point out though, like normally, mẹ ơi, bình thường là sốt gì đối với bột chiên là nước tương đúng không? Cái này giống như là siro. Dạ. No, cái này ngọt đó, giống như là siro.
Đúng rồi, không ngọt quá.
It's really good. It's an interesting taste on it where it almost makes it like a dessert. It's almost like a healthy mix because you have the eggs cooked in there with it. Yeah. Come on, chú. So you think this is sort of a healthy snack because of the eggs, but then when you see that they fry the flour in there, you know, it's a balance.
Cái này đây có tí nước nguội rồi không ngon.
Có mùi không, như là họ bỏ mắm tôm rồi.
Bỏ vô nha. Hết luôn nha.
Trời luôn. Dạ.
Trong đây có mắm tôm một ít tại nấu cũng riêng.
Nói rồi, có mắm tôm rồi.
Là như chị Phan cảm thấy lạc á, thì chị muốn mắm tôm thêm thì con cho chị thêm. Không đó.
Không cần thêm. Cảm ơn nha.
Tại cái này nó phải có mắm tôm nó cũng thấy ngon.
Con nói với mẹ vợ là biết mùi của mắm tôm mình ngửi liền, ngái biết luôn. Mọi người. Chơi lớn, not just trying the bún riêu in America. Now this is one of the first dishes that I realized had mắm tôm ngoài bún đậu. Mắm tôm because it's in the name, but there's a place at my house in Fountain High where you drive by and you can smell the mắm tôm because they serve bún riêu right there in the alley. And I was like, wait a minute, they put mắm tôm in there. So I've never actually tried it, but you know what? I'll do it for you guys. Adds a little salty kick. It's good. That's like a tomato-based soup. You can see they got full tomatoes in here. I like the bún, how it's so small, very thin, very easy to put down. With the đậu hũ, the tofu, and the tomato, great mix in there. And it looks like we have egg too. For those of you who saw the wedding video with Võ Sư Lộc, you know we did the bún riêu siêu thọ khổng lồ, and that was the bún riêu của miền Bắc, and that was really good. But when it's like chuẩn from the miền Bắc, it's way different than this. This is a lot more tomato, and it's got egg like cooked in here, giống như là hột gà. Whereas they had trứng vịt lộn, the half-hatched duck egg instead. Oh yeah, cảm ơn anh nhiều. This version also has some tôm in it as well. An important thing with bún riêu is, of course, riêu. I've had it with tôm, I've had it with cua. This is probably cua.
Có to go không?
Dạ không à, nó rồi. Con ăn một quán khác trước khi đến đây. Nên bây giờ cô gái ăn bá mon luôn. Sell your ideas. They're totally acceptable. Perfect. That's what we're doing here. My ideas on video for all of you to see. And speaking of selling something, if you want to pick up one of these tôi không biết Vietnamese shirts, down below. Check them out. Okay, y'all might remember about 5 months ago or so, I was at Paris Bánh Mì in Oklahoma. Well, it turns out they have one in Louisville, Kentucky as well. And being that there aren't any Vietnamese restaurants by the family's house over in Western Kentucky, well, it's only right that we get something mang đi, something to go here. A lot of choices with bánh mì, chả sữa, and other dishes like this. Again, we have the A rating, so you know it's gonna be good. It's one thing at the different Paris bánh mì from Orlando to Oklahoma to here, it's always clean, bright. A lot of different options over here. Mọi người là đặc biệt đúng không?
Đặc biệt là cái gì?
Đặc biệt là thịt nguội mà.
Thịt nguội.
Hey, how are you? Nhìn giống Phúc Mập nhưng mà ốm hơn đúng không?
Ốm rồi.
Chào anh, khỏe không? Nice to see you, sir. Are you the chủ đúng không?
Yeah.
Ủa, ở đây lâu chưa?
3 năm.
3 năm rồi hả? Ok. Thì đành đón tại sân bay.
Sân bay đây hả?
Đúng rồi, nhưng mà bị trễ. It'll be delayed. 3 hours. We're gonna be here all night. But cho Phúc let's do mấy ổ.
10 ổ đi.
10 ổ á. Cho ai? We đang đi ngày mai xuống Georgia. So what's the status? We ate 2 great restaurants, made a video for all of you, and I was going to conclude it with picking them up, giving them a big hug at the airport. Supposed to come in like 7:30. Well, then it gets delayed 2 hours, so we go over to Paris Bánh Mì. We buy sandwiches for the whole family, and then I had an interesting conversation outside with the owner of that spot. And while we're talking, huge fight breaks out in front of McDonald's. Ice cream machine must have been broken again. That's something Eric Cow would say, but regardless, turns out the flight got delayed 12 hours. So we decided to get this hotel, the Crown Plaza Suites, across from the airport so we could pick them up in the morning. Otherwise, we're gonna drive 2 hours back, 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours back, and then 6 hours to Georgia. Not fun. But we wake up this morning and it's delayed 2 more hours. Still hasn't got on the plane, but it's all right. We'll make the best of it and we'll be in Georgia by the end of the night. 50 tiếng trên máy bay, cảm thấy như thế nào anh Hùng á?
Quá mệt mỏi.
Quá mệt mỏi. Trời ơi. It is what it is, but now we're heading home and we get to show my big brother America. Nước Mỹ. Có hào hứng không?
Mệt mỏi.
Tìm gái Mỹ không?
Mệt mỏi.
Chỉ nói mệt mỏi thôi. Alright, let's go mọi người ơi. Đây là giấc mơ Mỹ, sang Mỹ và nhà hàng đầu tiên là McDonald's để so sánh với McDonald's ở Việt Nam. Alright. Lần đầu của anh vợ ăn McDonald's ở Mỹ, anh cảm thấy như thế nào về McDonald's ở Mỹ so với Việt Nam?
Ngon hơn, đậm đà hơn.
Đông đà hơn mọi người ơi. You heard it first. Hồi xưa, back in the day, McDonald's là đồ ăn nhanh, là rẻ. Ăn ở đây rẻ, nhưng mà hiện nay khá là mắc tiền so với khi Phúc có nhỏ. Không thích McDonald's nữa, tại vì mắc tiền quá. If you watch this far, thank you for watching the channel. I make videos about Vietnam, its people, its culture, and now, more about my life as well, too. So, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel and follow me on social media. If you like the shirt, tôi không biết, Vietnamese, pick one up below, and I'll see you in the next one. And God bless.